What's up with
it? Hey.
Why you laughing?
You laughing? Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Awesome. It's Wednesday, and Wednesdays are rough for me, so check on me every Wednesday.
Got you. Introduce yourself for the people who don't know who you are.
I am Princess Stormm. I'm a radio personality for Hot 104.1. Yeah.
Okay. Making big noise in the city. You have been for what, over 10 plus years?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, I've been doing radio for like 10 years now. I started off when I was an intern. So,
okay.
Yeah.
How was that journey? Like, how has the company grown since you first came?
So we actually switched companies. We used to be with Radio 1/Urban 1. And we got bought out by a company called Intercom. And then they switched their name. So I work for a company called Odyssey. The journey's been fun. It's a roller coaster. That's the best way I can describe it, to honestly say so. But, I mean, one thing about radio is fair. So I feel like what you put into it is what you get out of it. It's like anything in life, you know what I mean? You go hard, you grind, you see the benefits. You don't, you know what I mean? So my journey has been fun so far. And I'm in my hometown. My story is unheard of. Like, a lot of people honestly don't start at home and grow at home. You always hear, like, oh, you got to leave to make it. Like, for me, that wasn't my case. Like, I was able to, like, really take off in my city. So,
That's good. That's good. What made you initially want to start, I guess, become an intern here?
So I actually never wanted to do radio. This was not a passion or like anything. I always tell people I fell in love with radio. That's the best way I can describe it. I went to UMSL. I graduated from UMSL, University of Missouri St. Louis. And I was actually going to school to be a teacher. I love kids. I love to teach. My son is smart. I'm like ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. We got books, flashcards. Like, I was made to be a preschool teacher. But I like to party. You know that movie Bad Teacher? That would have been me. You know? Like, people, mamas would have been mad as hell. Like, this lady coming here. I seen her at the club last night. Why she teaching my kids? Like, the kids would have been like, yes, you get what I'm saying? Them kids would have been like, we see you on TikTok in the shade room. Like, no. So, I definitely changed my major, and my advisor at the time, who worked at UMSL, I told her, like, you know, I was so far in my major, I didn't want to graduate late. That was one of my biggest goals. And she was just like, if you transfer to these classes and do this, you could just be in a communications field. And when this little system populated, like, different things you can do with a communications degree, and radio, media, entertainment, like, things like that kept popping up. And in college, for those who know, like, once you get to, like, your junior year, you could do, like, a practicum. So it was just like, oh, I want to go out, and I want to go out in the field and do something so I don't have to go to class, actually. And I had an intern at the time, and a record label had an intern. I mean, 2 places. High and Capitol Records both had interns. I applied for both. I got both. And my mom was like, you're not going to LA for a summer. I'm not paying for you to live in LA, because, like, they only gave you the job, but you had to pay for housing, transportation, everything on your own. And High, of course, was in St. Louis. And I just went and did the internship, and I got it. And they hired me.
I'm going to say, before we get a little deeper in that, I heard a rumor that you were a rapper or a musician, in a sense.
I tried to rap because my friends all like are rappers and stuff like that, but I sucked at it. I was really bad, so I stopped, and I was just like, yeah, that's not for me. I feel like you gotta know what you're good at.
You say that's not it.
Yeah, like, I'm not one of them people for to be like, I'm trying to be a rapper like at 50-ish. No, yeah.
Got you.
And I knew I sucked. Like, some people don't know they suck. A
lot of people probably need to hear that. You need some honesty in their life, man, for real.
I'm not the person that's gonna tell them they suck, but I personally knew I sucked, and I was like, yeah, that's not for me. Like, I don't even got rhythm for real. Like, I'm not dancing, none of that. So, yeah.
I don't feel you, because me either.
Yeah, so no. I knew I sucked, so I gave it up quick.
Okay. Like you said, this was something that you didn't intentionally, like, pursue or had a passion for. But like I said, over the years, just watching your growth, I like to give you flowers now, especially in honor of Women's History Month. It's March.
Thank you.
But, like, you've been doing a lot. Like I say, I just looking at your catalog of work, from the interviews, the various events you've been doing, hosting, things like that. But one thing that stood out to me is that something I want to do is interview Sexy Red.
Okay.
You're the only person that ever interviewed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
Yeah. That's the only interview I see that I know. You know.
Yeah.
Person interview.
So, one thing about me, people know is I love to support women. I do this thing. This is a brunch. It's like called SCL Women United. It was like one of the first brunch series here in St. Louis that was started, and I love to support females because I'm a female. You know what I'm saying? I feel like growing up or just being in this industry of like St. Louis media, it's boys club. I always call it that, right? You got to be cool with the boys, or you got to be a boy to get on, or a boy to do this. It's like, nah, that ain't really cool. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when I had my show called Ladies Night Radio, we highlighted women. We saluted women. I wanted women to be on a platform. And this was before, you know, like being a woman in this thing was cool. Now I feel like it's cool. Like you got the Sexy Reds, the Yvettes, you got the City Girls, you got the Mulattoes, you got, you know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff. Like it wasn't cool maybe like 10 years ago to be a female rapper. Like they looked down on that, you know what I'm saying? Or they pushed them to the side. Now it's a bunch of them, you know what I'm saying? It's all out here working. And any females in St. Louis, like I like follow and I like really keep up with them, and a lot of them I'm not like in the streets or nothing, so I don't meet a lot of these people all the time. But if I am out at a mall or a restaurant and I see somebody, I speak, like the brand B and the Pudas, and you know what I'm saying, like I don't know them personally. I met Puda once in the mall, we just spoke, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, you know, I see what you're doing, hey, you know, keep it up, you know. So definitely Sexy Red. When I seen her movement with the song she put out, the like it was going crazy at the time, and I was like, this is so dope. And I just reached out to her. I like posted a story, and I played what I could on the radio when I cleaned it up. And I hit her up and I was like, yo, if you ever free, you want to come up, just do an interview. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, pull up. And I mean, it was literally like a Saturday for us. Both of us like just came in the studio. We talked and just did an organic interview. But I never knew I was the only person that did one. Yeah. I got another interview of her. I never aired yet. Okay. So y'all might be hearing that or seeing that real soon. We've been talking about some things she's been doing. And she physically couldn't come to the studio. It was for 314 Day. Some stuff happened. She was supposed to be one of my guests. But we did an audio interview, and I like for stuff to be organic, so I just held on to it. So I might run it back, or I might just ask her to pull up another time and we do it again. So yeah, shout out to, I ain't know I did that, but cool.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't find no interview. That's the only one that popped out.
Yeah, it's doing numbers still to this day. I'll be like, okay, y'all love it, I love it. We're gonna keep running it up.
For sure. And with the segment, like you said, the Ladies Night segment, which you're no longer doing, you moved up to afternoon radio.
Yeah.
Is there like a big transition from the night time?
Yes, it is. It's huge.
Cause it's you was doing it every weekday, I would say. Yeah.
So I'm on the radio still every day.
Like
I'm on the radio literally almost 6 days a week, sometimes 7. But with Ladies Night Radio, it was just a night show. You know, Ladies Night Radio, for those who don't know, started off with me and DJ Cinnamon. Cinnamon was the first female DJ on Hot, you know, and she really, really, like, set the tone for what I wanted to do at the time. My PD at the time, he believed in, like, my vision for us, like, you know, having girl music on and interviewing women and kind of spotlighting it before, like I say, the whole being a female in this thing was cool. And, you know, I wanted people to understand what went on behind the radio, like make it feel like a party, a girls' room, like a girls' locker room type of situation. And Cinnamon, we went from doing like 1 day a week to like 2 hours. And then we bought on Shay Money, and Shay came on. And it was like, okay, now we got a 4-hour segment, you know. So Ladies Night was like 2 days now. So I'm like, oh, we moving up, you know. We got 2 days. And then it went from there, you know. Cinnamon left and did her own thing. Me and Shay took it and, like, ran off with it. And it just grew and elevated so much with that. And I believe we were, like, the only females in radio at the time that had a female host and a female DJ. And we were number 1 for a very, very long time. And you know, everything comes to an end, you know, when you're growing and things happen. Sometimes you got to put your favorite kid off to college and just keep moving forward. So I feel like that's what Lady Night Radio was for me. It was like, I have done everything I could with it. And it was like no more, you know, growth for me there. So we moved on. I got my own show. The Storm Show, 3 to 7, Monday through Friday. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I'm a mom now. Like back then, I was just a party girl, turning up, having fun in the streets, ripping and running, just doing whatever. Like, I don't do that no more. I got a 2-year-old, you know what I'm saying? I'm, like, actually focused on education, school, trying to potty train you. Like, I'm not trying to do all that stuff, so.
I was just gonna ask you, how did that change your life? You just kind of, touched on it briefly.
Yeah.
But how is it to watch, from you, the stages, from you carrying him in your stomach to you giving birth to him, and now watching him grow
Yeah.
up into a man?
I love being a mama. Like, anybody that know me, y'all know I love being a mom. I love my baby. Y'all see him on my Instagram all the time. If y'all see me out in the streets, I probably got him with me 90% of the time. I love it, and I feel like it's actually a part of my story. So, like, one thing about me, I'm a really private person, but when I do share stuff, I already felt like I had a plan or a mission, or like, this how I'm going to execute what I'm finna do. And it's come with everything in my life, not even just like work. It's like personal, everything. And I didn't really hide my pregnancy, but I didn't tell people I was pregnant until I was 5 months. And the week I told everybody I was pregnant, my gender reveal was that weekend. So it was like, it wasn't no time to be like, you know what I mean? Like, at this point, I was just tired of wearing hoodies and tired of not complaining until just to my mama.
So nobody knew?
My mom knew, of course, his dad, and like maybe a couple of my family members, but people didn't know. Like, nobody I worked with knew I was pregnant. Wow. One person, and she no longer work with us no more. But one person knew I was pregnant, and she guessed. It's my friend. She guessed when when we were talking, and nobody knew. I literally was walking around like big hoodies and big jackets, and I was just chilling, and nobody knew. I told everybody.
Weather must have started getting warm.
It did. I first found out I was pregnant in January, and my gender reveal was like in May, and I was like, yeah, it's starting to get warm. I can't keep wearing hoodies to work. It's over with. And I had to tell everybody. And then I told them, I was like, yo, we're gonna send out this email. Here go my ultrasound pictures, and here go this. Tell everybody I'm pregnant, because tomorrow I'm coming to work with my belly out. And they're like, what? And I came to work, and like, you just seen like this whole form. And they're like, bro, you was not looking like this yesterday. I'm like, yes, I was. Y'all just didn't know. But I made my son a part of my my life, like my journey. Like, I didn't want to just keep like mom life and work life. So when I found out I was pregnant, I came up with a plan to announce my pregnancy on the radio. I came up with a plan to do a promotion for women who are pregnant in the city, because I feel like when you're pregnant, a lot of people always be like, oh, you can't do nothing, you can't work, you can't do this, your life is over. And I wanted to make it look like my life was lit and fun. It's not over because I'm pregnant and I'm about to become a mama. Like, that's not true. So we did help Storm name her baby, a gender reveal for Storm, a baby shower for Storm. I donated all the gifts everybody gave me to a mother's home, and you know what I'm saying, just stuff like this. Like, I mean, anything I do can be taken away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not above nothing, so I always try to give back when I can. And raising kids is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, diapers, food, clothes, shoes. Like, it's so much people, don't tell you. And I just wanted to be a voice, to talk about that stuff. Like, I ain't the only person that's going through crazy drama. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the only person. Yeah, but people don't look at it like that. Like, oh, she on the radio, she ain't got no problem.
Yeah.
No, I just don't put myself on Facebook. But, you know what I mean? I got stuff going on, too.
Yeah, I mentioned something like that, and I think that happened to another young lady, Poodle. Somebody shared up, like, something like, she just every day, walking with her son. Think she coming from the store or whatever. People made that a big deal. Oh, Poodle, she walking. You don't know what's wrong with walking. You don't know what she got going on.
Yeah.
Because you assume,
Yeah.
That shit lame.
People be nosy. People be in your business for no reason. People just want to have something to talk about. Like, I just wanted to take my son on a walk. Like, what are you mad for? Like, just mind your business. You want to go walk with us? Yeah. Look, you want to babysit? You want to buy? Look, leave us alone. So yeah, that's real life. Being a parent, and I feel like you got to protect your peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever did that, I ain't know that story, but like, mind y'all business. You know what I'm saying? Like, that girl could have been just trying to clear her mind, get in the right zone to be. You know what I mean? And y'all over here just being messy. Like, yeah.
You see, like you said, because you got a certain status or a certain type of, I guess, persona, you can't just be a regular person.
Yeah. People look at you all the time. Like, especially if I go to the grocery store or somewhere, like, let's say I just leave the house, I still got, like, a hair tie on, or, like, a hoodie and some sweats. Somebody like, are you still? I'm like, bro, don't take no picture. What y'all on? Don't do that. Like, what we doing right now? I just ran to the gas station. Like, I come back next week, or, all right, what y'all want me to do? Let me follow you on Instagram. Don't do this. Don't do this. Like, no. And you got to tell people. Every day ain't no good day when you meet people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. One of my favorite celebrities, 2 Chainz, he made me understand early in my career that they are entertainers and they are regular people like us. He was having a horrible day when he did an interview one day for Hot. And he just put us in our place. Like, he checked the hell out of us. Like, I ain't here to do all this, and this. Like, I'm coming to talk about my song. My kids going through something. I had to do this. I ain't been sleeping. He just let it be known. And it set the tone for me early on, because it's like, we look at these people and put them on, like, a pedestal. And then this is like, if we pull back the covers of what they going through, we might be like, damn, how you sitting here today? You know what I'm saying?
They still got to put on this, like you said.
Yeah, this face. You know, they got to go out here and do this. And I mean, that's the life they signed up for, yeah, but it's also about respecting people a little bit. So he taught me that early on. Every time I meet him, he be like on that shit. So, yeah. But no, that's real.
Real shit. I'm going to go back to something you said earlier about, you speaking about, I guess, playing Sexy Red song on the radio. And you like you cleaned it up or whatever. I was listening to the radio the other day, and they was playing like the Lil Durk, Aha. I want to just say just your station.
Yeah.
Could have been, the other
It was
station.
this station. You only listen to this station.
but my question is, let's say, Aha, that's, I guess, a young boy diss in a sense.
Yeah.
That's what they say it is. My thing is, it's like a local artist has a, they make diss tracks.
Yes.
Why you guys don't play that? Unless not serve you, but radio stations, why they don't play like the local thing? Because my thing is, I'm asking this question because they can say, oh, well, it's citing stuff that's in the city.
Yeah.
It's still the same thing with the, Chicago thing or whatever.
So one thing personally is we have a selection of how we pick music here with the PDs, the APDs, and music directors and things like that, mix show coordinators. And I was personally against Aha for that reason you just stated. Not because I don't think the song is dope. I'm not choosing sides, whatever. But I do think, that song, in a sense, is a target. But it's moving and it's blowing up. And, I mean, as a company that plays hits, it's like, oh, it's a hit. So we going with the hits.
It is
you know
on
what I mean?
album. Yeah.
And not as only on the album, but it's also moving on the charts. It's like taking off like fire on the charts. You know what I mean? He almost got a top 30 record and it ain't even been out for 30 days. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's surpassing other songs that's been out here for months and years, and that song should have not been that song like that's moving as fast on the album, but it is. And then too, that goes back to us playing the Baby and NBA YoungBoy song. Like on a we play records off that album, and some of the stuff that NBA is talking about is shade or diss or targeted at, the other side. And we play that, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, so I be on the fence. These are stuff I really talk about. But when we go to like the local standpoint, one thing, local artists in St. Louis don't have clean music, so let's just start there. Ain't no way I can even play it because they ain't cleaning it up for me or for them or for nobody. It just be completely dirty records. But, I be against it a little bit, even when artists are at odds and do have beef. I try to stay out of that. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't want to pick a side. Because, I mean, it just be crazy. You know what I'm saying? We got to respect that for everybody. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I just really try to stay away from it, I try not to pick a side. I try to stay out of it. I am a person that reports media, entertainment, and local news. So, hey, sometimes I got to talk about it, but other times I just stay away from it.
Yeah, that's what we kind of talk about, before we got on camera. I was saying, like, I started off kind of like that, but then I learned it's a way you can do it.
Yeah.
But I was beginning of my journalism career. So
you going off what's hot.
Yeah.
You going off, it's clickbait. You know what I mean? Like, I get it.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's so much other stuff out there to talk about. I try to stay away from it.
Exactly.
And if artists don't respect that, that's cool. Don't respect it. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't do the other side like that either, though. You know what I'm saying? Because if I give you, let's say, friend A, the voice of reason to come over here and talk and shade and diss this person, then I got to give the person B, the other side, the same opportunity to do that. And I don't want to do neither one of them things. So I'm just going to stay away from it. And I'm going to go talk to Z. And I'm going to go just see what's going on. And I'll come back and talk to y'all once y'all chill out a little bit.
Yeah, I was kind of like steered away from that too myself. Like I said, in the beginning, I was just, doing words. And I was basically asking the questions that the fans probably want to know.
Oh, yeah.
But then I steered away,
I mean,
I'd rather stay out of it.
It's hard because it's certain artists that I be wanting to interview or certain things, certain people I want to talk to, and I can't for a couple of reasons, not just, it's for safety, for them, for me, for everybody, it also goes down for the company, the brand, so it's politics, you know what I'm saying? I just can't do it because I want to do it. I mean, I want to know the tea and the gossip just like y'all. I'm clicking them little pages and following the stories, reading the articles, reading the comments too, but I mean, I can't just, I can't lose everything I've been working on just for that, yeah.
Maybe you can give me some advice on some stuff, man. Because, like I said, you've been working. Working.
I mean, look, my mom always tell me learn something new every day. So, I honestly, we were talking off camera about some things. Like, I try not to do, like, clickbait and stuff because I know a lot of people want to know certain things about people. But I also don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. So, like, off camera, I have conversations with people, and I'll, like, ask them, are they cool with this, or do they want to talk about this? And if they say no, I ain't going to disrespect them. It just keep going. Mm-hmm. But if they're like, oh, yeah, it's cool, we can talk about it, okay, cool. But sometimes I know for a fact, like, that people don't want to talk about some stuff. Like, I did an interview with Rennie Rucci, and everybody knows she go with Fujiano, he in jail. And I just kept the interview about her because I feel like she's a female artist. We always want to know who females talking to, a smasher, blah, blah, blah. And when the interview was over, he called from jail, like, literally sitting here, he called, and I was like, I'm finna stop. She's like, oh, no, you cool, like, you keep going, like, he okay, I told him I was doing an interview, and he got on the phone, like, oh, what's up, y'all, shout out to St. Louis, da-da-da-da, you know what I mean, but I cleared that first. I just didn't want to be like, Fujiano called from the jail, da-da-da-da-da, you know what I'm saying, like, I think that's crazy.
I do that, too, like, a lot of, like you said, a lot of people, sometimes they want to talk about that shit. I just rather stay away from it. Yeah. They reach out to me, but hey, I want to do the interview with them, but at the same time, I like to say, I don't want no parts of it. It's bad for the brand. Yeah. For sure. And I feel like at some point when artists, or if artists want to be at like a mega superstar level, they're going to have to understand like this bad for the brand. Mm-hmm. Because if you look at the Dirk situation, in the beginning of the song, he's like, oh, these are all props. This ain't real. This ain't this. He know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to lose these checks. He trying to get married, got kids. Mm-hmm. If this man got on here and said this was a diss, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, how many people you think gonna really be signing him up for all these festivals and these shows and all this stuff? Like, they'll be like, no. I'm cleaning up the image.
It's okay.
I'm stick to the core of what I do, but at the same time, be more professional with it. I'm learning as I grow. Like I said, I'm just starting.
But that's on an artist to learn too. Like, a lot of, I see videographers in St. Louis, some of them be like, I'm not recording diss songs no more, or like, if you got all these guns and all this, like, I'm not gonna do it. And I kind of respect that a little bit because, at some point, somebody gotta make a stand. You know what I mean? Like, y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do, but how long do we keep supporting it? Yeah,
it don't help you in the end. It might have a buzz, but it ain't gonna help you. Ain't nobody gonna really want to invest in you because look at you as a liability.
That part.
Yeah. Okay. How do you feel about the St. Louis music scene overall?
I think the St. Louis music scene is pretty dope. I have some personal faves of my own. I won't name them, but I listen to people.
Just one name, somebody gonna be
right. That's what I said. I won't name them, but I do listen to a lot of local artists. I go to, like I say, these local videographers. What do you call these? Like their YouTube pages, and I watch the videos because I want to know who hot. I want to know who y'all like recording, or I want to know who paying y'all to shoot their stuff because we watching it. When I have like house parties or kickbacks, I go places, I listen to it. If I'm out in the streets at certain clubs and I hear songs, I'm like, who is this? They tell me, like, I'm trying to get up on game. I don't know everybody. Like I said, I'm not always in the streets, so I'm always out there to listen and connect with people. I introduce myself to artists when I'm in studio sessions and stuff like that, to build a connection. But I think it's dope. I think it's growing. My only thing I think that's kind of like negative about it is like I feel like they don't really support like they used to. I feel like at one point it was like a wave where everybody was supporting each other. Everybody was real cool with each other, and everybody was like down to support and do this. I feel like that kind of died a little bit. So I wish it'd get back to that because that's what's needed, you know what I mean, to help people grow. Like, we all can't get through the door at the same time, you know what I'm saying? So, like, somebody got to be that one person to go there, and then, like, all right, it's going to be, like, this person, this person, this person, this person. But, like, if they're all pushing each other to get through this one door, like, that ain't going to work. And they always want to blame the radio. The radio to do this, the radio to do this. We play 7 artists right now in regular rotation. You know what I'm saying? Like, 7. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot, you know what I'm saying, compared to 90-70 y'all that's out here rapping, you know what I mean? And so it's like, okay, now all 70 y'all ain't gonna make it. We trying to give one person a chance to go to the next level, but if they don't have the support in their city, how that's gonna work. So if you gotta think about it, let's say somebody do pull up and they like at a store, because you don't know who is who nowadays, and they like, oh, who hot in your city? What about so and so? And you dissing this person. You don't know, this could be an A&R, this could be a rep, this could be the label daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who this person is when they asking you about somebody, and you just go completely bashful. Like, you ain't helping this person. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if y'all cool, y'all not cool, but it's like just that look within itself help it. And I hate people compare us to Atlanta all the time. Like, that's what Atlanta do that we don't do. They might not be cool with these people, they might not support these people, and probably go to these people birthday parties, kid parties, but one thing they gonna do is show them their flowers, big them up and say, oh yeah, that person is hot, they do got a song that's da 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 da. I can't even, you know what I mean? We don't do that. We be like straight, nope, they whack. Listen to my friend, I'm a rapper. You know what I mean? It's like, no.
I push everybody up.
But they don't. But not even us though. I'm talking about like regular people. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, we never know who is who nowadays. Like, people, you'll be surprised about how many people be in this city. And if they go out and they like, oh, I went somewhere last night, I'll be like, why did you go there? Oh, my homeboy or my person told me to pull up. They go to these places. Oh, but they ain't play the people you told me it was high. I asked them and they said, I'm like, oh my God, like, what is wrong with y'all? So that's one thing I wish that the city get back to, because I feel like at one point it was there, but it kind of shifted back to craziness again. Yeah.
I would love to continue this conversation, but I know you gotta really go on air in like less than a minute or so.
Okay. Yeah.
So, you got any last words you'd like to share really quick, or if not, shout out to social media.
Y'all just follow me. Stay connected. I am Princess Stormm with 2 M's on everything. And yeah, I mean, I'm from St. Louis, born and raised. I love y'all. Shout out to everybody who locked down. If you supporting somebody that's locked down, big ups to you. Just remember, you know what I mean, show love so you can get some love, and you know, just stay safe out there.